Alright, Global Dokkan. The new Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black is officially out in game, and he is available to be summoned for. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about this guy, look at the banner, and just overall whether I recommend summoning on the banner or not. Now, first and foremost, I do want to say there is the Super Dokkan ticket summon, and this ticket summon specifically is free, right? You guys already have been able to do the missions for the past few weeks. I believe you have a single multi, I believe you're able to do specifically, that you're able to just get a free multi from this, which is really, really good. But let's go ahead and look at the banner itself. And again, if you obviously you're going to use these tickets, I wish you the best of luck regardless, because these are just free tickets. The return of Vegito and Zamasu is really nice. So again, let's take a look here. So this is the Super Saiyan Rose banner, 200 hours to get 3+1, and then you have 3 featured LRs. The only difference is this is also a 10 featured character banner. So instead of what normal Dokkan Fest 2 wars have for 7 featured, this is 10 featured characters. So they added a bunch of extra characters here that are actually banner units to the banner, right? So all in all, let's just go down one by one. So we have the new Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. The thing with Dokkan Festival characters is, I think again, this leader skill is not it. You could use this guy in other teams, like let's say, well, really just as the Fusion Zamasu team, right? If you have Fusion Zamasu, you could use that in his team, because this guy does want Super Bosses category characters, which, again, the unfortunate thing is Super Bosses just sucks. On Global especially, Super Bosses is terrible, right? It's like, you have LR Rose, Tech Fusion Zamasu, Goku Black Zamasu, then you also have Angel Zamasu. Now, in a few days, you're going to get some of these, like, Universe 6 characters. Like, Kefla is actually pretty good, I think. These two are good. But, like, they all want to be ran with, like, Kale, Caulifla's Universe 6. Kefla wants an Orb Changer. Goku Black wants an Orb Changer. And then it's just going to be really wonky running the Universe 6 girls with Fusion Zamasu and everything like that, right? Because Global doesn't have Golden Frieza, Broly, or Broly Trios EZA, so it's just not looking good. Like, Super Bosses is just pretty bad in Global. You only need 5 allies, but man, that's one of the big issues. And another issue is consistency with this guy. He could look good, and he can look good. And even on my showcase, there are situations where he looked good. But the issue is consistency with this guy, right? Luckily in Global, there's no Broly to combat with this guy though. So when you get his domain out and he's orb changing and everything like that, he's able to look good. And I will say, on Global, he is perfectly fine. He is able to clear all the hardest crimes in the game. In terms of Global, that's fine. But the thing, that you could say Global Foresight is useful for is what's upcoming. This Goku Black is not going to have enough defenses to go ahead and live the hardest bosses on the JP version right now. Which is an issue, right? And I think a lot of people are like, oh, he has 1,000,000 defense plus with 30% reduction. And guys, I don't know, like this, you guys are going to look at me and call me crazy. But that's actually not really enough for these bosses that are hitting super mega hard. Now, if you get 8 additionals with this guy, he could get really high. But let's say, usually, like, let's say 5 additionals, 1 mil defense with the 30% reduction after 3 supers. We're going to go ahead and, some of these events just hit so hard. Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, the Gammas hit really hard. The Sword Hope Trunks. We're getting 6 new events tomorrow. Again, I'm, like, the issue is, it's really hard for me to, like, be like, I think there's a disconnect where it's like, on Global, it's a much different world than JP, right? I think that's the issue here. On Global, he'll be fine. He can look good. I think Rose with the Scythe, with the orb changing, is able to look really, really nice. But I can't recommend summoning for this guy just because it's like, what, in 6 months he's gonna be in the place that he could look like really, really nice. Like, that's in 6 months, man. Like, that's way too long. That's such a long time. By then he's probably gonna be able to return like the next month or after, like, and then he'll be on a banner with another Dokkan Fest. So what's necessarily the point on actually summoning for his banner here? We take a look here. AGO, Blue Goku, and Vegeta are good still. Tech Fusions and Zamasu are good. If you care, they're still like top 15 in the game post anniversary, something like that, right? STR Mai, not really that great anymore, unfortunately. She's decent, right? But she's nothing special. Physical Zamasu sucks pretty much, right? Like, he's okay. Vegeta Trunks are okay now at this point, right? They're definitely not able to do what their role used to be, right? Slot 1 tanking, and outside of slot 1 they lose stats. So the Trunks and Mai is actually a decent character still, and Future Gohan's good. Sort of hope Trunks could be good, well, decent for his EZA. Gohan and Zamasu could be decent, right? So it's like you have a bunch of these like decent-ish characters that are like, you know, again, this is talking from post anniversary, because you want to save your stones for anniversary. I think it's the biggest thing that I'm going to want to go ahead and come off with this video. Even though there's 3+1, the return of Vegeta Blue and Fusion Zamasu, if you're aiming for like these three, again, having 10 featured units really hurts that chance by quite a bit compared to normal TURs with the just because normal TURs would actually literally just have a 7 featured unit banner with the banner unit. And even though these guys are returning and there's 3+1, I just can't recommend you guys summoning when we know, well, first off, we know the anniversary banners are going to return these guys anyways, right? We see the return of Blue Goku and Vegeta here on the Beast Gohan banner, but we also have UI Goku top 3 unit, Beast Gohan, best unit in the game by far, Blue Evolution Vegeta's on this banner, these busted characters, GT Duo returns, right? Krillin 18 is a busted support character. You see the Broly banner also returns Fusion Zamasu, has Golden Frieza on there, and Broly. The year 8 units, the year 5 units are still good. This guy is like a top 10 unit in the game easily. And then you're telling me you want, like, they want you to use stones on this banner instead of these banners. I also have 3+1 that are just way better, right? That's the thing you guys have to consider, especially if you're free to play. Again, this is mostly 2 free to play players, right? Like, would you rather summon for Rose or Broly, right? Rose or Beast Gohan, by far the best unit in the game. And that's the issue. Again, even though they are 6 months far, like, that's 6 months of saving stones, I think, right? The free ticket, go. Of course, obviously use the free ticket, but like, most of this banner is just like, I wouldn't say like you go out of your way to summon most of this banner. Like, no, honestly, not really. Like, even these guys, like, they're good still, but it's like 2 out of the other 7 characters here, and then Rose is like a weird, very weird spot, right? It's just a very weird spot. Terrible leader skill, especially. And it makes me sad that I have to like say this, because Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black is one of my favorite characters. I've been wanting a Dokkan Fest Rose for like so long, but I just feel like, you know, I don't see what he provides to the game that'll make it like, oh, unless you're a huge Rose Goku Black fan, like, why would you summon for this guy over the anniversary? Even like, you know, the Tournament Power Androids lead like the tournament participants team, and you have Blue Falcon Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta, Astor UI, Aoju UI, Int Blue Evolution Vegeta. Like, you have these top tier characters all sprinkled throughout that team. Or would you rather run super bosses and corroded body in mind? Now, obviously the Android's banner is gone at this point, but I don't know. I would wait for this guy to return on another Dokkan Fest banner, because by the time super bosses / corroded body in mind will be good, that's going to be after the anniversary, which is going to be in July in global, which by then this guy will likely be returning. So that's my take. which is a little unfortunate, right? But that is what that is, man. I mean, again, especially considering, like, you could think, oh, these bosses on JP that are 6 months away, don't really have to care about that. Saiyan Day could very well introduce the Blue Zone on Global. A lot of times Global gets these, like, difficult content jump ahead of time, right? Like, let's say during Saiyan Day, during Golden Week is another thing. And, you know, even, like, I wonder if is Global gonna get Red Zone beers for the New Year's celebration? I'm thinking they won't. But yeah, that's it. That's my take. That's what I think about the banner. Skip, please. I plead y'all to skip. But if you do summon, let me know what you guys think. Thanks y'all for watching, and of course, I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.